Hello, this is a quick overview of the CTSO chapter and state officer microcredentials that are now available in SkillStack for the 2024-2025 school year. My name is Rick Stoddard, and I am the Idaho Division for CTE Microcredentials Coordinator. This QR code will take you to a list of resources, which I will go over at the end of the slides. There is also a landing page specifically to go in to award the badges and view the badges at cte.skillstack.idaho.gov. First, what is a microcredential? Microcredentials are in Idaho State Board of Education policy. They are credentials that are awarded for mastery of defined skills or concepts, including career technical and academic skills. They reflect skills, knowledge, and abilities gained in increments and measured by identified outcomes, and are equal to or less than a single course of study. But they also may build upon each other to complement each other, resulting in what's called a stacked microcredential. Microcredentials are most often distributed as digital badges. What's the difference between a microcredential, a digital badge, and a stacked microcredential? Microcredentials are non-credit bearing credentials. As I mentioned, they're not measures of seat time, but they are awarded for a set of skills. And so think of individual skills that you're awarded. Micro is in small, so a small credential. A digital badge is a visual representation of a microcredential or stacked microcredential. Digital badges are artifacts, much like a diploma, of the skill mastered. So think of them as a visual representation of the grouping of the skills. A stacked microcredential is kind of what it sounds like. It's a stack of microcredentials, a grouping of microcredentials. These stacked microcredentials can result, according to policy, as prior credit through other institutions, such as colleges and universities. This is what the SkillStack page looks like for the CTSO badges that you want to navigate to when you're awarding badges. I will give a little overview at the end of the slides. These are the two sets of badges. There are a chapter officer badge for leadership and a state officer badge of leadership. These are the stacked badges for each that contain sub badges that are then grouped into stacks. The state officer badges have been piloted last year, and we've awarded a few of those. And those are made up of communication and presentation skills, goal setting, teamwork, advocacy, professionalism, career readiness, and attending and contributing to the CTSO. New this year are the chapter officer badge leadership badges, and those are made up of similar badges of communication, goal setting, teamwork, advocacy, career readiness, and attending and contributing to the CTSO chapter. Each badge, as mentioned, is made up of individual skills. And so this is an example of the communications badge. You can see there are 5 skills, or actually in this case, there's a set, and the student or learner can earn each of these skills. If they earn 5 of these skills, they will then receive the badge. And so there are different things like social media training, attending an advisor training, creating a professional email, etc. And so if the student earns 5 of those skills, this badge will then be awarded. These badges then are available for students to share with employers, share with colleges, and they demonstrate that they have these particular skills. So this is an example of a badge that has been awarded. You can see that there's an issue date when it was issued that gives a listing of the completed skills. And one of the other cool things about SkillStack is there is a way to attach evidence. And so since this was a communication badge, the learner has an attached a video demonstration of their presentation skills. And so a link to a YouTube demonstration of their skills. And then this badge can be verified by employers or others about when it was issued and what skills are associated with it. Students can track the progress of earning their badges, whether it's an individual skill within the badge, which is the first image, or in the upper right, they can look at the stack that they're working on. And so if they've earned one of 8 of the potential badges, they can get those skills. They can also then put those images on a digital resume. They can post them in LinkedIn. There is also a certificate that students can get with a QR code that will link back to the uh, digital badge itself with the associated metadata about when the badge was earned, etc. One of the cool things about SkillStack is that employers can use SkillStack to recruit potential job applicants based on the skills that they've earned. So those students earning these leadership badges can potentially be recruited for jobs uh, through the employer job applicant recruit tool in SkillStack. And so in this case, you can see an employer is looking for um, potential job applicants that are good at goal setting. And then those that have received that particular badge will receive an email uh, inviting them to apply for the particular job. And so that's one of the benefits of using SkillStack is that the skills that you're awarding can be used by employers to recruit for new jobs. So some things to pay attention to as potential badge approvers. You want to get your approver access through Teresa Danielson, and she will be the one that can help you get started with this with my assistance as well. You want to make sure when you're working with your students that they use their personal email when they're setting up their accounts to view their badges. That way they can be recruited by potential employers. It'll also help them with password recovery and other things. And so there's a lesson plan in the resources that goes through about helping students become familiar with SkillStack. But attaching their personal email is one of the main things. The other main thing is the have students use their EDU ID. So that's the statewide student identification number. And so that way that will link them to other badges the students have earned in the CTE pathways, or if they've taken the TSA or WRA, it will all reside then in their SkillStack portfolio with the CTSO badges that you're awarding. So again, these are the two resources. The QR code will take you to the Padlet. I'll go into the landing page real quickly so you can see what that looks like. This is the landing page from which you would award the badges. You can see there's some videos that you can use, and then those can help introduce yourself or your students to SkillStack. And if you go to badges, um, career development. You can see on the side there are different groupings of badges, but the CTSO badges reside under career development. If you click into the badge, you'll see the grouping of the badges under the stack. And if you go into an individual badge, you can see the skills. Once you're an approver, you will have an approver menu. You'll be able to log in and you'll be able to award those skills individually. The last thing I'll show you is the uh, Padlet with the resources. There's information here, including a poster if you want to share it. There's a video of SkillStack. There's a deep dive SkillStack 101 to help you approve and look at the SkillStack in depth. And then over here under secondary educators, there is an approver guide, so written guide to walk you through approving. And there also is a lesson plan that you can also use with your students. If you have any questions, please email us directly. Myself, Heather, and McKenna are available to assist you with training or any questions you might have. Feel free to email directly skillstack@cte.idaho.gov, and that way it will go to all three of us. Good luck with your badging, and let me know if you have any questions.